Hello my friends, it's beautiful Saturday here in Rijeka and I'm standing in front of this amazing Governor Palace. So Hungarian government entrusted the construction of this palace to an architect, Professor Alajos Hausmann, and construction lasted for 3 years, from 1893 until 1896. And as you can see, the palace was built in Italian Renaissance style. Since 1948, in Governor Palace is now History Museum of Rijeka and a city hall just for weddings. And there is a bride, can you see it? She is waiting for the rest of the family. Oh, nice. And inside Governor Palace, on the ground floor, there were also rooms for servants, but also for stoker who attended the call into furnace. And on the first floor, there was a ballroom, a huge one, and of course governor's office. And on the second floor, there was a flat for governor's family and their nanny. And next to this Governor Palace, where now the Maritime Museum is, there was a building, and on the ground floor there was a stable for horses, and on the first floor there were rooms for servants, but also kitchen and pantry. Now, let me tell you something about weddings in Croatia. So, every town, every city in Croatia has a register office where all births and marriages and deaths are registered. And also, civil marriages are conducted. And you can pick any day you want, but usually is that Saturday. So if you visit Croatia and you have opportunity to attend a wedding, please don't miss this opportunity. Why? Because it's something to need to be seen to believe it. Okay. Well, most of Croatians like a traditional wedding. And what does it mean? In some part of Croatia, there is a, let's call it a traditional custom in which a groom with his family on the wedding day visits a bride's family because he needs to buy or pay for his future wife. Don't get this so serious, no one's going to buy anything. It's just a funny custom. Lots of humor, lots of fun in it. And then bride's family offers at first him some girls from the family, okay? And then he says, oh no, not this one, not this one. And finally, when, he recognized his future wife, he said, that's the one. And now he needs to pay for her, okay? Pay for her. So he offers amount of money, and then some of the family members say, oh no, that's not enough, and that is going on and on and on. With lots of humor, lots of fun, like I said. After that, both families with all guests attend the wedding in City Hall at first, and then after, most of them go to church to have a church wedding. When they are married, they go to restaurant or hotel or any place they rented for a lunch or a dinner with lots of music and dancing and of course alcohol. And somewhere in the middle of this ceremony, the bride throws a bouquet of flowers and all unmarried women and girls try to catch it, okay? But she also throws her gather and then all the unmarried men try to catch it too. And the wedding is over, that's about, I don't know, early in the morning of the next day. But in some part of Croatia, the wedding lasts for 3 days. Can you imagine that? 3 days. Oh my God. I would like to give you a tour through childhood back in 70s and 80s in time of socialism. My generation grew up between a red star who always represented communism or socialism, and American comics. And former Yugoslavia was a state, or let's say a final frontier before the Iron Curtain. And socialism wasn't so closed up system like perhaps in Soviet Union, because we could travel abroad, we export and import lots of products. So that country was something like a tampon zone between West and East, and it also belonged to so-called non-aligned movement. Now let's go inside and see with what kind of toys I used to play, probably you too, and let's see what we can find here. Let's do it. I used to have a doll like this. I'm definitely going to put a photo of my doll in this video. Okay, and the bicycle. Oh my God, the same bicycle I used to have, just it was red. I remember wearing this funny hat. I don't know if you can see, but there, this funny hat. When it was, for example, a school play or some national holiday. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Some old photos. Oh yeah, I remember those years. And like I said, my generation grew up with Dynasty and Santa Barbara and lots of American comics. See? All the posters we used to collect. Back in 80s. Yeah. Oh my God. Really back to childhood. And we used to have a television like this. It was red. Again, what was with red color in my family? I don't know. But look, all these old televisions. Did you forget about that? And a school bag. Nice. And of course, Walkman. And see, the typical clothes back in 80s with roller skater. Yeah, I remember. I got my first Walkman when I was visiting my aunt in San Pedro in California. Oh my God, I was so happy. Lots of good music. And there it is, first Commodore. My God. It looks so funny today, doesn't it? and hula hoop, of course, and telephones just for kids. My brother and I used to play, put one in one room and another room with another phone, and we used to talk, put some little batteries inside. It was fun. And of course, Barbie, without Ken this time. Yeah, it was, at the beginning of 80s, no Ken back then. And lots of teddy bears.